Hello, my name is Mary Amesbury and welcome back to the Campus Bible Fellowship channel. Today we're interviewing Joe Peal, a Cleveland State University graduate and a former member of Campus Bible Fellowship. And we're hearing the story of how God is working in Joe's life to take his Cleveland State degree and using it for eternal purposes.
Any secular job, any secular degree can be a tool to use in missions. Hi, my name is Joe Peal. I am a graduate of Cleveland State University and my major was in linguistics. I attended CBF at Cleveland State the entire time I was there, from around 2016 to 2019. Campus Bible Fellowship really filled the gap that I had from working every day after school, where I couldn't go to my own church's midweek service. They really allowed me to fellowship with believers and be fed spiritually in the midweek where I otherwise wouldn't have. Right now, I'm a member of Wycliffe Bible Translators, and I'm on my partnership development phase and getting ready to go to Romania, hopefully in the spring of 2022. In Oradea, Romania, there is a training and orientation program put on by the Global Sign Language team. It's a year of training and orientation and figuring out where Joe fits in the translation A to Z, that process, and it's also figuring out where in the world I'll go next. Maybe it's still in Romania, maybe I stay there with that project, maybe I go to a different project. I don't know. That'll be answered the next year or year and a half. As far as I know right now, it's a lifetime call. I told God all throughout high school and college that I'll do, if you want me to do missions, I'm not opposed to that. But until you make it obvious to me, I won't know what to do, and boy, did he make it obvious. I really thought I was going to use my linguistics degree from CSU to become an interpreter for American Sign Language here in the States.
How did God lead you to use your secular degree in ministry?
Personally, I didn't know I was going into Bible translation until I was going to the University of North Dakota for my last semester, and I was going to transfer the classes back to CSU to graduate. But then I get there and they take the science of language to a whole new level and they apply it to Bible translation, and I never even thought of that before being a possibility, because I just never really took the idea of sign language in my head. There was just compartmentalized, right? Sign language, Bible translation, yeah, it was floating, the idea, but it was like I'd never just said, hey, why not just do them both at the same time?
What does a deaf translation of the Bible look like?
So regular Bible translations, of course, are a paper book because those languages either already have a written writing system, or in some cases missionaries will help that group create their own writing system so that they can have a paper Bible. However, sign languages, that doesn't really work. So it's not written, and it never will be written because it's not practical. And so what they do is, with the new age of technology, we can video record the Bible as it is signed so that the format is exactly how you would get it if you were listening. So it's kind of like an audiobook, but for deaf people.
So why is it important that deaf people have their own translation of the Bible?
Deaf people need their own translation of the Bible, just like anyone else, any other people group does. It's immensely important for Two main reasons. The first one is that it needs to be in their first language, and that helps in understanding. And you might say, well, deaf people can read. True, they can read, but they can't read in their first language because their first language isn't written. So in order to get the Bible in their first language, you have to put it in video. And the second reason is it's important to reach them in their first language for the cultural acceptance. So sure, they can read in a different language, but when it's presented in their language, in their heart language as it's called, it becomes theirs. It's not this these like regular hearing missions. It'd be like saying, okay, we're gonna go to Africa and then teach them English so that they can read the Bible. I'm not gonna own that, because the only way they can access the Bible that way is through some other group's language, and it doesn't become that cultural ownership element is just not there. Now, here in the States, American Sign Language Bible translation is completed. It was completed late last year, 2020, and which is amazing. But there's still over 300 more sign languages in the world that don't have a completed Bible, and many of those don't even have one started yet. So that's the need, that's the importance. Well, you are going to a secular school, and you think that you're going to use your secular degree to get a secular job somewhere and work it, and then just go to church and be a Christian. There you go. Well, wrong. You are a Christian now, and you're going to use that secular degree to be a Christian. So really, your job is not secular because you are not secular. So nothing about you should be secular. So whether you like it or not, you kind of are missions. And so with that, you can use just about any secular job directly for missions. So I work for Wycliffe, so I have to go with a Wycliffe example, but they hire pilots, mechanics, nurses, doctors, administration, managers, supervisors, logistics, everything. Wycliffe does, and that's just one organization. You could really take any job, anywhere, and do something for God with it.
Have you ever considered what God might want to do through your degree? God has created you with specific talents, interests, and passions for a purpose. So pray, ask Him what He might want you to do. That's it for today. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone else. And subscribe to the channel to help it to grow. Bye for now. Joe is seeking those who will partner with him through prayer and financial support so that he can serve Jesus through deaf Bible translation. For more information, contact wycliffe.org/partner/Joe Peal.